Hope you did well on the last problem solving skills because we're going to do some more today. Hope you got your mathematician mindset ready. And again, we're going to take stuff we already know and put it all together. So before we begin, real quickly, we need to remember right angles equal 90 degrees. Okay, if I slice them in half, if I got two of them, that's called complementary, and that's going to still give me 90 degrees. Supplementary is a straight line. It's 180 degrees, and then I can break that up, and then those two angles would give me 180 degrees. So we're going to take that and let's do some problem solving skills. Now, when you first look at this, you may be thinking, oh Lord, I got a headache just thinking about this. But it's not that bad. We know that all of this together gives me 90 degrees. Okay, so let's break it down little by little. I am going to look at my x's because I remember we talked about combining like terms. And like terms are our x's. We can put our x's together. So if we look at our x's, we've got an x and a 4x. So we've got 5 x's. So we've got 5x. All right, what else have we got? I see, and we've got to be real careful to watch the signs in front of our numbers. That says plus 5, so that's a positive 5. So we've got plus 5, and we've got plus 15. So I know that gives me a plus 20. Now, we've been doing two-step equations for quite a while, so this should be second nature by now. So I'm going to cover up my complementary angles there, and let's just solve this equation. If I solve this, we know we're going to subtract 20 from both sides. What I do to one, I do to the other. That cancels out, and I've got 5x equals 90 minus, Lord have mercy, making up a new word too. 90 minus 20, which should be 70. So now if it's 5 times x, the opposite of multiplying is dividing. So we're going to divide both sides by 5. And x equals, if you need to punch that in, no big deal, 70 divided by 5 equals 14. Okay, so now what I know is x is 14. Now I've got to use that x is 14. Okay, so I kind of got a lot I need to look at here. This tells me x plus 5. So I know that means if x is 14, that means 14 plus 5, and 14 plus 5 is 19. So that means that angle measure is 19 degrees. And again, I should have told you before we started that this is not drawn to scale. So here this says 4x, so that means 4 times 14. So let's do that real quick. 4 times 14 is going to give us 56. So 56 plus 15. And we do plus 15, and that gives us 71. Now I hope when I put this angle and this angle, when I add them together, I know that they should give me 90 degrees. So let's double check. So 71 plus 19, and I get 90. So hopefully that means that I got it right. That's a pretty good indication that we're on the right track. So let's try another one. To me, I enjoy these. I hope you do too. So let's look for our like terms again. I'm going to highlight them just to make sure we're looking at them together. 2x, 5x, and x. So I see here's 2 x's. Here's 5, so 2 and 5 make 7, and the x by itself is just 1x. So now I've got 8 x's all together. I've got to be real careful here. Let me highlight that, because we've got to make sure that we notice that that is a minus 10. So I want to make sure I put minus 10. Let's slide this up a little bit. Minus 10. And I know that all of this together equals 90 degrees because it is a right angle. So now we are going to solve this two-step equation. We've done that a bunch now. So plus 10 so now we want to divide by 8. $12.5, which normally we're not going to have a decimal, but we put a decimal in there just so that we don't get freaked out if we see a decimal. So I know that my x is 12.5, so here's just 12.5, and I'm done. This one says 5 times x, so I want to do 5 times this 12.5. So 12.5 times 5 equals 62.5. Okay, now I've got to do 2 times x and 2 times x. So we're going to do 12.5 times 2, which is 24. So 24, and then I have to do minus 10. So now that's going to give me 14. Now I hope when I add all of this up, I hope I get 180. And I got 14 plus 62.5 plus 12.5. Uh-oh. I didn't say, I said 180. What do I really want? I really want 90. But let's see if I did something wrong. Let's see what I did. Well, I can already tell right here, 12.5 and 12.5 should give me 25. Let's do that again. I don't know what I punched in. But yeah, that should be 25. So let's go back and correct that. So see, I checked it and I knew I did something wrong because I got 89. So let's change this to 25, and 25 minus 14, that should really be 15. So now let's go back and check it again. 15 plus 62.5 plus 12.5. All right, now we're good to go. So checking it obviously helps us make sure that we get it right. Okay. So now we're going to switch gears. I was thinking ahead, I guess, a while ago. Now we really do have 180 because we got a straight line. So let's look at our x's. We got a 3x and a 2x. So a 3x and a 2x is going to be 5x. And then let's just pay attention here. We got a plus 20 and we got a plus 5. So I know a positive 20 and a positive 5 is going to give me a plus 25. And we said that all of that gave us 180. So subtract 25 from both sides. So 180 minus 25. So I got 5x equals 155. So if it's 5 times x, we're going to divide both sides by 5. And x equals 31. So now I'm going to use this x up here. So I'm going to do 31 times 3. And that gives me 93. And then so I'm going to do 93 plus 20. So this angle should give me 113, this whole angle. Now here, this says 2 times x. So I got 2 times 31. And then I want to do plus 5 is 67. All right, let's add these two, and I hope we get 180. 113 plus 67. Yep, so we're good to go on that one. All right, we're going to try to do 2 more real quickly. I know we're about running out of time here on my video. So, oh gracious, my x's. I got 1, 3, and 2. So that gives us 1 and 3 make 4. And then 2 more is going to make 6x. Plus, if we look here, I got a plus 27. And I got a plus 3. So that's going to give us a plus 30. And we know all of that equals 180. So now I'm going to subtract 30 from both sides. 6x equals 150. If it's 6 times x, now I want to divide by 6. So 150 divided by 6, and I get 25. So this means this one's 25. I don't have to do much more to that. That one's 25. This is 3 times 25, which 3 times 25 was 75, but we'll go ahead and put it in there, times 3. Then I need to do plus 27. So I got 102. So that was the 25 plus the 27. Now this time I need to go back to my 25, and if I say times 2, you can probably do that in your head, and that's 50. And then plus 3 is going to give us 53. Now together, all of those should give me 180. 25 plus 102 plus 53. And I do get 180. All right, one more real quickly. Hope you're getting the hang of this. I got a 4x and I got an x. So 4 and 1 give me 5 x's. I got to be real careful because I notice I should be seeing that negative or a minus. You can do this two ways. You can put in your calculator 7, make it negative. So 7, make it negative, then plus 12. And that gives me 5, so I'm going to go ahead and write my plus 5. Or I could hit my 12 minus 7. Either way, you're going to get the same answer. Okay? So, I know that has to equal 180. I'm going to subtract 5. 5x equals 175. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 5. 35. All right. So here, we might can do that in our head, but I'll just go ahead and punch it in. This means 35 minus 7. So that means this angle is going to be 28 degrees. This angle is going to be 4 times 35, which is 140. And then we're going to do plus 12. There's lots of math to do here, but hopefully it's nothing new. It's just putting lots of prerequisite skills there, or skills you've already learned, put them together. So let's check it. This plus 28, and that does give us our 180. Perfect. So we know we're good to go. Remember, if you've got any concerns or questions, don't forget to email me. We can do an individual Google Meet.